Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this the Newsbeat presented to you by Ladies Like. Follow the beat from the studio to the street. Info with the flow keeps you sharp and in the know. Sit back, relax, enjoy the news. Follow. Bird flu has been rampant in Europe and Asia since last year, and earlier this year, a mass die-off of wild birds was reported on the shores of Lake Victoria. Consequently, Uganda's poultry exports have been affected by the outbreaks of bird influenza, as all poultry products from Uganda have been banned by Kenya and Rwanda. The avian flu is said to have been brought into Uganda by migrating birds from Europe during winter to the breeding grounds on the shores of Lake Victoria, which are frequented by bird watchers and tourists. Carcasses of 5 ducks and a hen also tested positive to the virus in Masaka district. The Uganda Health Ministry warned that the virus can affect both human and animals. However, the risk of transmission from birds to human is minimal. But the symptoms in human can sometimes be mild or lethal, especially when the disease affects human organs like lungs and kidneys, which are vital. Uganda has an estimated 40 million chicken according to the agriculture statistics, and has steadily increased its volume in the poultry exports in the neighboring countries. However, Uganda's poultry farmers have expressed fear that they could lose about 7 million shillings due to the ban. As Kenyan and Rwandan authorities say, the ban will remain until the situation in Uganda is contained. Here comes Faith Kisa with more to inspire the nation. Our reporter MC Loy is here with more.
As a kid, Faith Kisa used to create stories after her auntie sparked her creativity. She never imagined they would lead to a career, but Kisa followed her dream all the way to Malaysia, got a degree in animation and multimedia, and returned to Uganda with big ideas. She was stopped short by the cost of production and the lack of local talent to do the animations. But Kisa bounced back with a better scheme and turned to storybooks to fulfill her dreams. Kisa wanted to write stories for African kids with characters they could identify with, stories that will teach and entertain, beautiful books you read again and again. Her first production was Kiki's Monster Collection, with the Soup Monster as the first installation. A story about love, family and character building values that young people should be learning. It is currently selling as an ebook on Amazon, though many Ugandans can't buy the platform. Without access to credit cards, it's futile. But Kisa has plans to use PayPal in the future. Writing storybooks is just the first step. Kisa wants to fill the African children's content gap by developing one large entertainment brand with audio, video and games on demand. I'm MC Loy, reporting for Newsbeat.
Thank you, MC Loy, for that report. Finally, President Adama returns home. Our reporter Oki Forever is here with the details.
It was cheers and jubilation in Banjul, Gambia's capital city, as the country's newly elected president returned home from exile in Senegal. President Adama Barrow returned home to take charge of the small West African nation after his predecessor Yahya Jammeh had been sent to exile after regional intervention. Gambia's former dictator was assured of immunity as part of his deal to leave the country peacefully and seize the opportunity. Jammeh was later flown to Equatorial Guinea, which guaranteed his safety. Since it's not a signatory of the International Community Treaty, therefore Jammeh cannot be extradited for his regime's crimes against humanity. Jammeh is said to have left with about $11.5 million from the state coffers and a cargo plane staffed with several luxury goods and cars. President Adama preferred a truth and reconciliation process in the spirit of atonement, but most Gambians wanted Jammeh to receive a much more befitting and severe punishment. A headline that has been championed by Fataumata Tambajang, Adama's newly appointed vice president. However, there are concerns about the big number of soldiers that are still loyal to Jammeh in Gambia's military rank and file, as the threat of a military coup was one of the reasons why President Adama was forced into exile. Consequently, he has asked ECOWAS military force to remain in Gambia for a while. Preparation for President Adama Barrow's official inauguration in Gambia are underway, as he was unceremoniously sworn in as an expelled president in Senegal's Gambian embassy. I'm Oki Forever, reporting for Newsbeat.
Thank you, Oki Forever, for that report. Women struggle in Uganda, fighting for equality of gender. Differences in salary is one ill of a society. Women are still born inferior, keeping us bound to the gender barrier. But the world is changing, even in the army where men were leading. President Museveni has put his trust in women. Brigadier Proscovia Narweiso has gained a promotion. She's now Major General, one of the highest positions. The 62-year-old officer became the first 2-star general, the only woman in Africa other than Nigeria. She ran away as a child fleeing from Obote, then became the first female commandant of the NRA. When the NRA captured power, Narweiso was given a rank of captain, then colonel in 1000. She's now recognized as one of the closest advisors to the president. That was the news of the beat. Next week will be another hit. Still Ladies Like, reporting live and direct with love and respect. Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat.
Follow the beat.
Follow the beat, follow the beat, follow the beat. follow the beat.